Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to One Hub Racing, Season 19, Round 4, around France, Paul Ricard. My name is Sullivan Lewis, also known as Speed Risky, and tonight I am not meant to be solo comms, but Pete is on his way, so he should be joining us as soon as he can. Tonight we are in partner with, and every night in partner with, Vespertine, who support the championship prizes, and ERT with their Going Gets Tough award. And I've been away for a few weeks, so if I'm rusty at a few of these things or hesitate a few times while I wait for Pete to get back, don't mind me, just doing my best for these guys. We have started the stream a little early to get this stuff done and dusted, so Pete has time to join if he's listening in his car. But anyway, we'll carry on now with our sponsors. Next Level Racing, providing an NLR Direct Drive stand to our driver of the season, as well as 3M Sim Racing, who sponsor the league by providing a pair of their sim racing gloves to the driver with the most combined poles of fastest laps. And 3M Sim Racing gloves are pretty top quality. I have to say, I really like them when I used them at a friend's house. So tonight is a race which I think a lot of drivers have been kind of umming and ahhing about. We've got a few that like it, a few that don't. It's gonna be interesting around France tonight. Hoping for a good race. Hoping for some exciting battles. It's one I've not really had much look at, but we're gonna go and pop in for an interview. Not an interview, but a previous interview done by Mason Jr. So question 1 was, how much of a relief is it to be at a location where the barriers aren't as forbidding or foreboding? I can't read. 100% was his answer. So, it's again a track, no barriers, nice and open, lots of runoff area, but again, penalties will come hard. Is Paul Ricard a decent opportunity for Mason this week? He's not sure, because it's not a brilliant track for him, but again, it doesn't have to be your best track to be a winning track, or even your favourite track. Mason says he's praying it's dry, so he's not confident in the rain after a question about the weather. So dry is again a strong point for him, clearly, and if it's dry, he has a chance. So that's good to hear. Do we think we'll be looking back on this race with fond memories or a sense of relief? Hopefully good memories with no idea how it's going to go. So that's an interesting insight from Mason there. We do have another one. I'll go through Speed Wins just while I've got it. So Speed Quinn replied to the first question: at some parts of the circuit, the barriers are very, very close to the track, so making a mistake can be very unforgiving. So a relief is that most of the barriers aren't close to the track at all. So, Paul Ricard open. So again, runoff area, less barriers, perfectly good racing, and it allows you that little bit extra breathing space as well on the track. Paul Ricard, a decent opportunity for Speed Queen. He said yes, definitely. He says he's not exactly judging by performance in Hungary in the wet. He doesn't believe it'll be a threat weather-wise. So likes the wet, likes the dry, which is always good. In terms of finding a rhythm is crucial, but also very easy to lose around this track. And he'd like to hope with fond memories, but we'll see when the race comes. So obviously, this is going to be interesting for him. Now, we shall have a look at the results from. Not from. Why am I saying from? Oh yeah, is this from last week? Yeah, this is from last week. My apologies there. So for our tier, Quinn was the winner, as we all are well aware, with Colin in second, Rageman in third, Jake was fourth, and Lawrence was fifth. So there was the top 5 from last week. Looking at maybe a good race again from Quinn. See if we can get Liam up there. Maybe a bit higher up. He's a few good races, so definitely want to be watching once again. In terms of the stewards report, I'm not sure if we had any again. I was away for a little period of time, so unfortunate. No, we didn't get any steward reports, which was lovely. Normally I would have checked prior, but perfect, pretty much perfect race for those guys then. So that's nice. We'll have a look at our standings. It's always good to get the standings out at the start of the race. People tend to want to know the standings as they load for us now. So point tier leading the way. Is he here tonight? I'll have a look in the. He is here tonight. Just checking. You can see all our drivers on screen there. Aaron's is in first with 42 points, followed in the Mercedes, followed by Gazaman in the Red Bull on 41. Then comes Colony from Rageman from Quinn. Then Liam, O'Sully, Mason. Then Jake and MFC Trunders rounds out the top 10. And here's your MCFC is P11 with Lawrence in 12th. Yavana Giggle 13th. Hooky 14th. Then comes Jacko, Speedway, and Dexter for 15th, 16th, and 17th. Liam 1-3, 18th. NRX, Andreas 19th, and Kingjun in 20th. Constructor standings. Strong showing from Mercedes all throughout the season, keeping them at the top with 77 points. They've got 1 win, 3 podiums. Red Bull on 52 in second, 1 win and 2 podiums. Haas in third. A bit unusual for Haas, but with the drive lineup they've got, it's not surprising. So they have 2 podiums, and then comes Alpine with 32 points. Sorry, Haas has 37. I don't know if I mentioned that, I can't remember. But Alpine have 32 in fourth, no wins or podiums. Williams with a win and a podium, obviously Quinn last week, 26 in fifth. McLaren in sixth with 21, no wins or podiums for them. Ferrari in seventh, 20 points, 1 podium, so close between McLaren and Ferrari. Aston Martin, 12 points, no wins, no podiums, and they occupy P8. P9 and P10 both joint on points of 10, with no wins or podiums for them. So Alfa Romeo and AlphaTauri even are looking for a few extra points to fight for essentially the 9th and 10th spot. But with only 4 races in, that could all change, and they could even maybe win the season. So 1850 now, so still waiting on a couple. I think going to start going now. Yeah, we are. So we'll have a look for. Well, firstly to see how far away Pete is. He's about 5 minutes away, so that's not too bad. We did get a reply in our rivalries as well, I believe, from Mason. It was from Mason Jr. Their rivalry, Mason's rivalry, sorry, is Aaron. And the questions were, both drivers are very capable, but last week was subpar for both. Is Aaron feeling the championship pressure? Was a question to Mason. Mason replied, when you're fighting a title, how you deal with the expectation and pressure is everything. It will all come down to who handles it better. Avoiding DNFs is critical, but being overcautious can screw you over. Going to be interesting to see how it pans out. Aaron will have his hands full with Gaza, who's driving incredibly too. So that was nice to see. And Aaron, his question, has Mason started to fade already? Aaron, we got a response from both drivers here. So Aaron said, been a tricky start, but the 3 tracks have been totally different. We shall see at the halfway point, which will be next week, I believe. So interesting from both of those drivers. Finally, Pete joins the session. Sorry, I just had to sort a couple of things out there in terms of making sure he was in. But I expect Pete to join us very soon, as I'm just going to adjust my mic sensitivity. Nobody wanted to hear that, but I'm sorry I had to do that. But here we go. Looks like a dry qualifying. Pete should be with us soon, relatively soon. And we'll get Pete in, and here we go. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, welcoming Pete Knighton into the commentary box for this race. He's been with us for the last 3 races as I took over. I think I did the first one, so finally me and Pete together in the box at last. Good evening. Yeah, it's a good as excuse as any, to be honest to you. I didn't mind starting on my own. A few technical bugs to work out, but have confirmation as well. Weather is dry, wet, dry, so I believe that'll be for the race. So that's interesting from the drivers. Going to be interesting race. So just want to get your thoughts, Pete, on obviously you've been here the last couple of weeks. How are you expecting this race to go? I'm just going to stop you now, Pete, because apparently they can't hear you. That might be my fault. Broadcast settings. Oh dear. Technical difficulty. Yes, party area is being shared. But anyway, I'm just going to reiterate a few things. Apologies for the technical issues. It's my first time streaming once again. Well, back streaming. Pete, some traffic issues, but hopefully for the race we shall be all sorted. And obviously thank you everyone in chat for keeping us up to date with what's happening, because it wouldn't be One Hub without the chat. So then, as Colin comes around the final corner to put a lap time on the board, let's get all of the data enabled. It's a 1:30.3, so good starting banker lap time, you'd imagine, as Aaron sets a 30.1, so that's not a bad lap time as well. 30.8 for the AlphaTauri, so again, these banker lap times are not too bad. You can see the tyres there, Liam out on the mediums, as well as Sully and you're having a giggle. This is going to be an interesting one. I've not really done much in terms of France, so not really my track. I know Pete loves it, so we'll get his opinion when he's arrived and back. 30 dead for Quinn. And just bear with us, and we'll be back in a sec. So Pete, I think you'll need to go into your share play settings to change that. Sorry guys, Pete's having mic issues once again. It's always something. If only we had a PC. Lovely. So Pete's voice is on allow. So if anyone can hear him, I highly doubt it. No, Yeah, I just had to check the stream. We can't be heard. I checked all my settings prior to this. Oh, Pete's just... Yeah. No. So unfortunately, we do have a glitch with this. We might somehow try and rectify this for the race. I don't know what we'll do in the meantime. But Quinn currently sat provisional pole. Aaron from Colin. Kingdon in 4th. Jacko 5th. Hooky 6th. Then comes Jake, Lawrence, Trunders, Mason. You are having a giggle on those mediums. Liam yet to set a time. He also on mediums with Rage Man, who's had a bit of a spin. So unfortunate for him. Just going to leave the voice chat and maybe rejoin the voice chat. Try and get Pete's microphone back, because this is not what we wanted. Unfortunately, luckily we've got a long qualifying session to try and fix this. But yeah, so we'll, Rage Man does a 38.8. I'm not sure if we'll go for another lap, as Liam has invalidated his lap time. Just going to try and join Pete again in his party, because it'd be nice to get his input, because Pete is your main man. So I'll let Pete have a little, say a few words, and maybe check on stream to see if people can hear him. That's a negative on the Pete microphone, so that is really unfortunate. This is very stressful already. We're not even... Yes, Peter, I can confirm both are to the right. But what I might do is start the stream again, see if that fixes it. If that doesn't fix it, then it's going to be a long night of solo commentary. So I shall join you guys back in a second as Rageman comes into the pits, and we will be back on air as quick as possible.